Alright guys, welcome. This is Doug from Psychronic Games. Today we are on our devlog. We are going to be working on a short project which I'm tentatively titling Starshift Origins. So it was Starshift has been in development for over 2 years, and so it was advised to, as like a way to promote the game, to actually make a standalone like prologue to the main story. That would be like a standalone game that would be free on Steam or whatever, and that would act as a form of promotion for the main game, which is still in development. So after kind of being encouraged to go in that direction, I am going to try it out, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but it's not going to take us long to find out. So I've already, before this devlog, I've already started with the intro screen. Now the basic premise I'm going for with this prologue is, one sec, let me get the audio. The basic premise I'm going with this prologue is that the ship you get in the main game, in the main Starshift game, the ship came from unknown origins, a parallel universe or something like that. So I'm thinking this prologue is a standalone story that chronicles the last crew who had your ship before your team did, and they're getting chased down. Maybe at the end the ship dies or the crew dies or something. But this is kind of what I got for a title screen. So I haven't done anything more. So we're just gonna start raw today, basically. So that is our title screen. So now we have to actually get started on trying to make something up. Now, just to clarify for anybody that doesn't know how, I do not have like a master script or anything like that. The way I write is I freestyle it, but then if like a plot hole pops up or there's a better reason for why something might have occurred earlier in the story, I'll go back and change it. And I would describe my storytelling style as something happens, and then if there's a problem with somewhere else that it happened, make an excuse for how it makes sense, and then that ends up becoming the story. So let's see. So the ship is getting chased down. So we can actually start the game on the bridge of the ship, perhaps, maybe something like that. So I did this really quick and dirty. I just took the full Starshift game and made a copy of it, so that I wouldn't have to like redo all the mechanics of like where the items are and all that type of stuff. I can just add more and then ignore stuff that I don't need, and that's just the quickest way I can get this up and running. This is kind of something I would hope to get done in like a few weeks, and then of course once it's released on Steam, it can be reviewed, it can be pumped up, whatever. So the hardest part is the beginning. Okay, so I'm just gonna start. I have the nice music going while we're doing this. I usually like to play the music that's gonna be the vibe, like while I'm working on it. So the ship is the Dauntless. That's the name of the ship. I'm thinking of making it so you can change the name of the ship, but I just have to go through so much dialogue to like edit that part that I just haven't been motivated to do that yet. But for now, let's take a look at this. Let's get rid of, because all these events, all these crew and stuff is all from the full Starshift game. So the first thing I gotta do is like delete everything, delete all the characters in here, and delete all the auto events. Let's go to okay. Now we'll go down to the title screen. Yeah, to answer Puru's question, how do we even find these maps? Well, I have to kind of make them now. At first, when I first started developing, I wasn't skilled enough to make my own maps, so I had to find tile sets and stuff like that, or assets. And then over time, I gradually got better, and so now I have to just make it myself, pretty much now, with new stuff. So, the reason why this prologue won't take too long is because I can recycle a lot of what's in the full game for this prologue. So, let's see here. Oh yeah, title screen and then teleport to the bridge of the ship. Now, this is the part I hate about RPG Maker, is the organization of the mapping is like really hard. If you have like 500 maps, it's like really hard to find where your map is, even though you know what you're looking for. I find that kind of frustrating, but whatever. blank person is the default actor. So we'll remove blank person and then add let's try adding that one. Let's see. Now I gotta make the lighting normal when you enter that map. Normal, yeah. That going, and so I think I want to make the ship like, if it's not at warp, I kind of want to make it a little slower as far as the stars scrolling by. Maybe like 20, -20. Maybe a little slower. And then let's see, the zoom thing that's at the beginning. I kind of like that. Let's see. All switches done. Alright. And then I'll go back to that intro screen again and I'll take out the Okay, so these characters that are going to be on the ship come from an alternate timeline. So I'm almost thinking they need to have their own uniforms and look different than what you would normally see in the game with like the full game. So I think I'm going to quickly make some quote unquote Terran Republic officers here. I can make them relatively quickly with this program, which is called Game Character Hub. So 3 columns, 4 rows, and then we add, and we use the loose leaf character set, which we really like the look of those characters. By the end, when the game gets released, we might actually do all of our own custom characters, but this is like the quick and easy way to make characters that look a little bit different than the standard RPG Maker looking characters, and have that nice retro look. So let's start with female, because maybe we want the captain of the ship to be female. I think that would be cool, and I have an idea for that. So let's see here. Yeah, first the body. Yes. All right. And then let's go for something that we can make look like military. Probably like either that one or that one. I'm wondering, the Terran Republic, what color should they be? I've already used dark blue a lot. Maybe like this baby blue color, but a little bit different. Actually, that looks okay. It looks unassuming and kind of like, yeah, but we'll add to it. So one thing I think I want to do to it is oversaturate it a little. Oh no, that doesn't look good on that one. Maybe if I make it lighter? Nah, I'll just leave it as is. So then we'll add some more. No, I don't need that one. I'll add maybe we'll add some wait, there's extra clothes, which I think gives or has like sleeves and stuff like that. That might work. But I want to try something else too. It looks a little bit too much like they've got an overcoat on. That looks a little bit... let's just do some pants. That might help. Okay, that's like a nice little belt. I can stand that. Sounds good. Okay, so then let's go for some real pants. None of these are doing it for me. Okay, let's... Those are shorts. Let's go for the... Nope. Once I get one of them done too, it's relatively easy to make a whole bunch more. So this first one we're making is going to take us the longest, but it won't take too long. This one we've got to probably edit the hue, make it a little bit more like the rest of the uniform. I think darker as well. Yep, and then there should be some other pants. Underneath. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. Extra. I kind of like that, but I kind of don't. I think I do like it on the back side. And I think on the front it's a little too busy, so Oh, but maybe I can get that. Maybe if I put the belt and everything above it. Maybe that'll fix it. Yeah, it kind of fixed it. All right. Well, I think that this will suffice for now for making the baseline Terran Republic character. Let's give her a nice hairdo. Hey, Simple Gaming, what's up? There we go, yeah, I want something like this. Something like that, I think looks cool. So we'll get this, maybe some different eyes too. I don't know, let's experiment with that. I actually do kind of like those eyes a little bit more. Yeah, I do. Okay. Yeah, because like basically like in the main Starshift game, the like main government is the Earth Systems Alliance, and their theme is like red, and they have like really harsh military like overtones, and so I kind of want this crew of this ship that's getting chased down. Probably the crew's going to get killed in this Origins story. And I want them to be kind of like more innocent and more like more normal as far as like what a normal fleet would be like or normal crew would be like. And then for some reason things have shifted and it's gone in like a much darker like fascist type direction. And they're trying to figure out what's going on. So they're almost like thrown into the fire unexpectedly as a crew, and they probably will pay the price for it. So, that's kind of like the look I'm going for with these uniforms. Actually, I found that if I try to sit up straight in the chair, if I just kind of slouch, it's like totally fine, and I feel great. If I try to sit up in the chair, it's actually worse because your spine it will literally be like compressing vertically down on all your vertebrae and stuff. So the banana style, as you put it, hi Sholian Studios, is I can sit for much longer periods of time and then it doesn't fuck up my back. So that's why I sit like this. It works. And the chair does tilt all the way back, so it is comfortable as well. So let's see here. We got our first Terran Republic crew here. So let me save her. You know, the loose leaf character generator used to be or was created when RPG Maker VX Ace came out, and our game was also created when RPG Maker VX came out, but we changed it to MV. So I still use the same character set, but I have to resize them to be larger. But they still look good when I do that. As long as I set it to nearest neighbor or interpolation to none, then it looks like nice pixel graphics. So I'm gonna make a folder here called resize, and then I'm gonna save all of them in that one folder, and then bulk change the sizes. And after a while, I have so many characters that it gets hard to find them later if I'm looking for them. So I name them like this, like the Terran, like the faction that it is, and then dash, and then either F for female or M for male, and then 01, 02, 03, 04. So we'll do female 01. And then and then since this is a very, tight crew, we're just going to change some basics, like hair, and other stuff. So, let's see here. We got... Yeah, that one looks okay. Terran Republic FO2. Get rid of these eyes. Do a different hairstyle. And I'm gonna make like 20 to start, maybe 10 male and 10 female. Let's see here. last one for female. See here. let's see. Yep, and we can I haven't Shulian, I haven't heard of TennoCon before. What is it? No, the character I'm making right now is not a villain. Only he is a crew member of because like in the main Starshift game, you get a ship, and you don't know where that ship came from, but it was an alternative timeline. So, and the timeline you start the game in is like darker than what should be the timeline. So, I'm making a prologue to the main game in which you take the role of the crew that had the ship before you did, and they're getting chased down by the Earth Systems Alliance, the more fascistic government that came in after the timeline was changed. So I'm making them look kind of like normal, like Navy officer type vibe, but not trying to not make them look too boring either. That's where I'm at right now. I already have the female ones done. I need to make 10 male ones, but the first one is always what takes the longest. Maybe something like that. Oh, okay. Can you link it again? Link the sprite you're talking about? This will do for now with this guy. Yes. Thank you for that VR headset thing. Yeah. This thing. Yeah, I think we should add that VR headset. Let's do it. I'm gonna have to do it after I'm done with, because I have to resize it, so I'm gonna just put it on one of the characters after I resize them larger. But yes, I think that VR headset looks really cool. Let's see here. Did I already save this one? Oh no, I was gonna give him different eyes. Two more, and we can finally start with the game stuff. Okay. Now maybe we can get away with adding alien head as well, if it's easy. Okay, I'll use what I have now to start, but I'll get that VR headset going. Resize this to 150% with no interpolation. I like this. I don't think I'm going to put it on the main captain, but I am going to put it on somebody. Now I'll take these fully resized ones and we'll just put them in the Starshift Origin. And then let's go to the ship. Yeah, Puru, the VR headset looks pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna keep using it. Hey, what's up, Suyasha? Nice. Yeah, I started doing these because it kind of keeps me on task. Normally, if I'm just working on my game alone, I might actually just click out, go into Facebook or go on YouTube or something, and I didn't really want to. Whereas when I'm doing a devlog, I like have to stay on task because other people are watching, basically. So. Yeah, I'm curious to see where your game is at now. I'm glad you're using my tile sets. I feel really happy whenever I see them in other people's games. Yeah, see, for me, productivity and creativity are intertwined. My main issue is I get distracted. I'm in the middle of something and I'm like, oh, I'll go do this, and then before I know it, the whole day is over. Let's see here. Yeah, I hear what you mean. I get better over time, though. I used to be way worse, and it just gets faster and faster as I go. Like as the years go by, I just get a little bit better at it. Okay. Let's see. I gotta come up with a. Come up with a good face for this person. And what do we want to call her? She's gonna be the captain. She's gonna be I'm just trying to think of a good name for her. And I think I'm gonna have to make a face for her too. Yeah, you can do that, Puru. Carol. Maybe it could be Carol. I'm thinking though. I do know she needs a face though, so I'm gonna start making her face right now. Which I'm not the best at making faces, but I'm gonna try. I have a generator that I've made, and I get better over time, but it's still one of my weakest areas. Faces. Here we go. Galacticon's face generator. Oh yeah, the NPC dialogue. Yeah, dialogue for me is pretty easy. I actually really enjoy writing little stories and stuff like that. Literally the hardest part for me is making faces, especially the human faces. The alien faces are a little easier because there's not as many rules, but with the human faces, like for some reason the eyes always look jacked up or something. I've made a few good ones, but like it's hard, so we've been playing that track for a little while, so I'm kind of looking for something a little different. Let's see here. Alright, we're gonna have to start over here. Get rid of this character. That's not the proper hair, but we'll see. Oh yeah, Sue. That's one of the things that is very important and very underrated in game making is the music. So, one thing that I do honestly is I have to play the music, and then I imagine like what scene could happen in the game that fits that music. So I just over time I gather as much music as I can for like different vibes. Let's see here. Not too dark. It's like that one doesn't quite fit. That one doesn't either. Yeah, clothing choice is always kind of tough in these generators. I gotta get more clothing. Yeah. Let's see here. Got what looks like that. Maybe if I edit these. Right, yeah, this generator is my own. I made it in Photoshop. So I use this when I have to make characters. I use this, and as I gradually can make the characters better and better, I just keep chipping away at it and improving this generator. I find the default generator in RPG Maker to be kind of frustrating because of how you have to name the parts, and it's really easy to mess it up. So I'm basically doing a quick and dirty edit on this. And it might be okay. It might look good, it might not. Alright, I probably didn't want to do that. maybe just a shortening of it, like. Yeah. And then we're gonna do this the quick and easy way. Okay. Yeah, that works, but now we need like a collar or something behind, like something. Actually, yeah. But I'll rasterize that layer and then delete the... Or actually, I'll just color it black. And see, while this part is kind of annoying, once I do get it going, then I can just turn this into another uniform that another officer can wear. So it just gradually gets more detailed over time. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep the hair. I might even edit the sprite a little bit to make it look like this hair. And maybe instead of this being like straight up black, maybe we just go for like super dark blue. No, black is still better, but maybe I just need to make it darker. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I can live with this. Yeah, like I have no master plan. I just kind of make it up as I go along, and I just slowly get better over time. But like this didn't, I mean, there was a day when, I mean, even like a couple of years ago, I couldn't just go into Photoshop and start messing around like this. Like it took a few years of practice, but now I just have fun with it, actually. So. think that's good enough for now. And I'll just merge those layers. So now I have a different type of clothing, and I can put that in as a whole totally different style, actually. So this is clothing 5. Now I'll take this down to clothing. I guess clothing 8 was the last one, so I'll make a new category. Clothing style 9. No, Sue, I do not plan out anything in advance. I make it up as I go along. And as I've said to others on this thread before, my storytelling style is that I just try to write what I think in my head. I just try to imagine something that would be like a cool scene, what would be a cool thing to happen next. It doesn't even have to make sense, just what would be cool. And then once you make it, then it's like, ah, man, that actually conflicts with another part of my game. Ah, that actually doesn't make sense with another part. And then you come up for excuses for why it might make sense. And then that's the story. But if I try to plan it out too much in advance, then I don't have flexibility to change things later when I need to change things. I realize, though, that everybody does it different, but that's what's worked best for me as far as storytelling. I get pretty good compliments on my storytelling, too, that it's pretty good, but at the same time, a little long-winded, so I try to condense it down as well, but that's kind of how I do it. So, for example, this idea for this prologue, it just popped up like 2 days ago. So I'm just freestyling it right now. I don't even know how it's going to end myself. I'm just going to try to make something, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I am a total weirdo. Okay. Yeah, and I think that whether it's the right way or the wrong way depends on the person. Like so, for example, somebody like me who's really bad at like drawing human faces, this might be the only way I can make a face effectively, is using all these parts and like mixing and matching like it's a collage or something. But if you were an actual artist and you felt more comfortable actually drawing a face, then this method would seem like crazy to you, right? So it just, I guess, depends on what works for you, I guess. The only way you can tell is from the results. Alright, I think I kind of like it. I think this is probably good enough as a rough go at things, but I need to make different facial expressions as well. So we will do that. I don't know for how long, but I can tell you that I've been working on the game for 2 years, but I only get about 4 to 5 hours a week to work on it because I'm normally pretty busy and with other stuff. And right now the game is probably like 20 to 30 hours long, depending on if you take your time or whether you rush through it. And I got faster and faster at writing stories as I went along, so this prologue won't take too long. I expect it to take like 2 weeks. And the hardest part, of course, is the beginning, but I was advised to do this so that it would act as a good advertisement for my game, because my actual full game is pretty big, and so this will provide kind of like a shortened, abbreviated standalone story that has all the gameplay features in it and can be advertised as a fully released game and everything like that. Get reviews, get pumped up on Steam, whatever, and then that will make more people find out about the bigger, larger game, which is still in development. And I've gotten faster at writing the stories as I went along. And right now I'm working on I can show you in a little bit. On actual full Starshift game, I'm working on a section of the game in which there's some serious revelations in the villain, because I made the villain come in too late, so I'm like kind of reintroducing him as a threat earlier in the game than I had done before. So I'm always changing it around. I just see it as kind of like a sculpture that isn't ever done. You can just keep improving the sculpture a little by little, and then it just gets better and better. And eventually, at one point, I might say, okay, I'm done now, but I still see it as it's got a ways to go, and I can just keep chipping away at it, and I find that it just gradually gets better and better. So start making different expressions for the same character. This is going to be probably I'm not sure whether to make it where the captain is you or whether you're serving on the ship and she's the captain. I'm kind of still thinking about that one, but I guess we'll have to figure it out quickly here. Because sometimes it's a little presumptuous to be the captain yourself, because a lot of times, like in a real military engagement, it would be like crew members that are sent on the mission and not the actual captain, like personally going down on the mission. So that's something to keep in mind. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad. I have seen a couple of your streams, and your game looks really interesting too. I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm sure that there's been improvement since I played it last. Yeah, I played your game. I gave some feedback on it. I think it has potential. I think there's things you could do better, but I think that it is like it's got. I mean, the key is that if you want to make a game and you have the passion to make it, it's just a matter of getting to where you want to get to over time, right? So yeah, 'cause it's like the thing that I encounter more than anything is people that they have like romantic ideas about making a game, but then when they go to sit down and start to make it, they like don't do it. So you are actually doing it, and again, we all have room for improvement, but you've stuck with it, so that's good. That's the first step, really. God, I have so many folders that I like lose track of what I'm trying to do while I'm doing it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is just kind of like a what expression, like inquiry. But it doesn't look like totally shocked or anything. Probably this one. This square. Like this expression to me looks like slight concern, like and curious, you know, like that kind of vibe to it. And I put this. I try to put the new, when I make new character faces, I try to put them on the grid of the previous character faces, so that it's like the happy is always in the happy square, and the sad is always in the sad square, and so on. Now let's do a like shocked face, like she's shocked. Okay. Yeah, this one's a little too that one almost looks like anger, or no, those teeth don't work. Nope. Oh, actually, I can scratch that. Shocked, I won't do that. I can add, since the eyebrows don't have to change, I can do like the neutral smile and the neutral frown, or the I think this one's just neutral, like a neutral expression. Oh, that doesn't look bad. Okay, let's see here. No. Let me open one of the other ones just to confirm. Sometimes I have to kind of compare between a few characters. Yeah, I think in the first slot it will work for the face I just made. Let's see if we can make some anger. Yeah, this one might work, but I have to do something different with the eyebrows. Or maybe move it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, but I bet it leads to, that is true, but I bet it leads to my faces being a little bit weird because because some things stay the same, like the eyes. I think I could change it later to be more complicated, but I just figure I gotta move forward and I can go back and change it later, or some artist that's like, I can make that face better, and I can just replace the file and then it cascades through the game. So I just kind of like get something that's like at least like passable or like okay, and then later I go back and like swap it out with something better. It's just easier that way. Otherwise I get like stuck and I can't continue because I don't have the face that I need, you know, that kind of thing. And then if it's good enough, it just stays, right? So. That's awesome. Yeah, there's people that are definitely, I mean, like, for me, I'm like a jack of all trades, so I have to like kind of do it all. But like, if somebody's an actual artist in something, they can do it better than I can. But I just, if I need to do 10 things in one sitting, I can do that. And I can do it fast, but it's not necessarily the best. But I can keep making it better. You know, that's how I roll anyway. Okay. Now we need... Oh, now we need one that's like... Now we need one that's like super... actually, maybe the next one we'll do is the shocked look, like startled or... Let's see... Maybe change up the music again. Mischievous smile. Yeah, maybe that could work for... I think that could work for the lower right corner. Now, only on like actual main characters or like serious characters in the game do I actually do every single facial expression. I usually will, if I have NPCs, I'll just make like one face per NPC, because in my game every single NPC has a face. But I don't necessarily go overboard and make different expressions for every single NPC. Yeah, and I've had that happen too, where when your game starts to get good in some way, or you see that it was improved in a really good way versus where you thought it would be, I do get like the slight tearing up too. I don't know if it's a game creator thing, but yeah, that happens to me too. Probably just go for this one for now. Maybe. See, this is where I get fucked up. Whatever. I'm just gonna do this one. Oh no, that one is like concern. probably good enough for shocked expression. See you later. Thanks for joining. I'll do more of these in the future. You have a fun time as well. Hey D7, what's up? Well, what's happening today is I am working on a prelude or a prologue for Starshift. It has been advised that in order to pump up or advertise my game, it would actually be easier to make a 1 hour, 2 hour long type short story that has like the mechanics of the game and everything in it, and it would act as a prologue to the main game and would be a standalone story, right? So what I'm going for is that because when you get your ship in the game, it comes from an unknown source, so you don't know who built it or why or whatever, and it turns out that it's an alternate timeline. So the idea for this prelude is basically that chronicling like the final days or hours or whatever of the last crew before your team got to it, and they are kind of thrown in an alternative timeline, which is the timeline that the main Starshift game starts in, and they're like wondering what's going on. They're trying to escape being chased down, stuff like that. So that's why yesterday I got the title screen done, and I'll show you the title screen in case you haven't seen it. Is the theme is that the ship is getting chased down, and then when you go new game, you're going to be in the ship that's being chased down, and they're trying to figure out what's going on just as much as the player. So I feel like it makes like a good it's a good way to do a prelude or a prologue. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is just what I'm winging it. So this is just me freestyling what I think would be a good prologue, and yeah. So what we did today in the earlier part of the stream is we made our characters, which I wanted them to look kind of like neutral, like a neutral space government. Like if we went into space and our government was like somewhat medium okay, just have them look like a nice little federation or republic type of government. But then when something changes, I haven't come up with the details, but these people are thrown into this alternate timeline where they're getting chased down by the ESA, and the ESA, of course, is the main bad guys in the actual Starshift game. So these guys are basically in a snake pit that they don't understand, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. But at the end, they might get captured or killed or something. I don't know. But this definitely isn't their world, and so I've had to make some new stuff. So I made some character sprites earlier today for this group that's on the crew of the ship, and then I've had to start making some faces too. Faces are my weakest area though, so this is kind of the face I came up with for the captain, but it might change later or something better. I don't know, but I'm just winging it right now, and then if somebody is like really good with face art and stuff, they can just replace it, and I can just have it be a drop-in replacement. But I have the scaffolding to at least tell the story or whatever, and that's what I'm doing right now. So, yep. So this is the very beginning of the storyline part. So the ship's getting chased down, and now we have to come up with some dialogue for the crew's distress, or yeah, we have to get these. We have to get these ships off our back, I guess. But I think I want to have a regular crew member speak first. Like, yeah. So we have some. Let's see. Now I'm using these faces right now as placeholders. I will replace them later, but I just don't want to spend my whole day making faces. So I'm gonna just try to find like a crew member that will look somewhat like a crew member. These are my placeholder faces. I downloaded them a long time ago, and I think they're free to use, but I don't know for sure. But I kind of just use them until I can replace them with something better. And then if I don't find any good ones here, actually, there's a few that are close, but not quite. I need one where they look really like serious and gritty as far as what they're having to deal with, because they've just been getting chased down like more than they want to, and there's no rest, and so I want them to look kind of haggard, like they haven't been having a good time trying to get away from these ships. Yeah, maybe this person will work. And I might just comb through this and change everything, but I'm just kind of coming up with something. And then let's replace this one with a crew that's a little more on the blonde side. I only did 10 of each. I maybe should make more, but yeah, it's like that hair color is the right one, but the goggles, the VR headset. Actually, maybe I will use that one. Maybe I will just make like a single character that is the bridge officer with the goggles on or the headset. Let's see. Eyebrows. Rid of the eyebrows. And we use different eyes. Let's go. No. Whoa. Some of these eyes are like whoa. Like that one. Okay. Let's see. I think I kind of like. The ones that looked like they were a little cracked out. Yeah, those. Yeah, oh, I remember that. I remember that show. Alien Nation. Yeah, with the spots that they have on it, like bald, but with all those spots. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Whoa, that's a serious hairdo there. Okay. No. No, these are okay. So, what is her hairdo? Just a kind of a non-assuming, dirty blonde. And this is my own face generator, by the way, so it's still pretty rough. So I just kind of go through it. Usually, I can find something though. Hair is a little. No. Maybe this, but change the color to be a little bit more like faded out, or and then I need some kind of like virtual reality headset to put on there. I might need to make one because I don't think I have one by default. Like I just have these glasses, which aren't gonna do for that. Let's see what they look like again. They look like a full-blown VR style headset. Alright, well let's go to Pixabay, see if we can find anything. Virtual reality headset. Oh, this is kind of maybe right here. And then this one is actually kind of at the angle that I would need for that character. Let's try it. Let's try it. Maybe it won't work, but let's try it. For those who are unaware, Pixabay is a really good website where you can download what I would call like art assets, like without actually having to pay for it or give credit. So see, free for commercial use, no attribution required. So I can use these to make. I usually take something from here and turn it into something else. That's typically how I do it. So we're just going to try it and see. I'm going to have to change some stuff about it for sure, but let's see if we do stroke one, perhaps two. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah, that works. We'll rasterize that layer. Go to of course, we got to make this a lot smaller. Okay, so the angle isn't quite right. It kind of almost works, but not really. Okay, so now what we'll try is, oh yeah, something like that might work, but no. Let me just try rotating it, and we're gonna have to do bicubic automatic because it's gonna look weird if it pixelates. Yeah, this could work. Yeah, and I make it look like it's really popping up with her hair over it. But I think it still needs to be smaller. Yeah, but that doesn't look too bad actually. Cut that part out. And then we make the headset look like more futuristic-y. Like first, we give it that crazy blue color that it has. Yeah, I'm working on it. But yeah, you can see I just kind of took this from Pixabay and then I'm going to turn it into something else, but yeah, freestyling it. So I kind of want to make like what almost seemed like a spider, like shattered glass look, or something sci-fi like. It has to look kind of like this, so something where it almost looks like a energy grid or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna try something, but it's not gonna work, I think. You know, something like this, but like way better, where it looks like, and maybe like a texture or a futuristic texture or something that I can overlay. And then I want to kind of make the VR headset with a little bit of a nose thing, so it fits around the nose. And yeah, I mean, yeah, my game is very much inspired by Star Trek for sure. It's and Star Trek visor might be a good idea. Okay, wait, I want to try something else too. Maybe like circuits. Yeah, like something like this. But oh yeah, maybe something like this. Oh, but these are the sponsored images. Damn. Okay. Circuits. Yeah, like something just subtle like this that can go over the front. Maybe I can make this one work, because I can do a color overlay. Mountains on hills. Mountains or hills. Okay. Alright. Open with Photoshop and let's just take the whole thing and put it. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. But if I take this like circuits diagram and I make it really small, it'll look like. Look, yeah, like something like this. But then what we do is we do a color overlay, and we make the color maybe like something like this or something like that, or I don't know. We'll see. Let me take out the rest of it here and see if it makes it look any different. It kind of looks good, but there's something off about it. I think maybe it just looks off because of where the lines are off. So we'll see what's up here. Yeah, we'll see. Sometimes I waste my whole day trying to do stuff like this, and then it all looks like shit. But this is coming along okay, I think. I just have to make some edits to it. it's almost like the circuit pattern itself is good, but like the way that the pattern is played out on this looks a little off. Like vertical rectangles, like in the middle of. Oh yeah, maybe something more like this. Yeah, maybe that would be a better spot. And then maybe if we erase some of the outer stuff, and then maybe some of the stuff that's in the reflection. It's getting there. It's getting there. There's something off about it still. I just need to... I might try something else. Maybe I'll get the part that I like. Maybe the part that looks most goggle-like. I don't know. My gut is telling me this part right here. Oh yeah, maybe this, because it would like leave one like part open for like the other eye socket kind of thing. And oh wait, and then I gotta set it to bicubic. Shrink it. Yeah, like yeah. This is kind of, I think, better. Something like this, where the circuits are bigger too. And then of course it's not going to be black, it's going to be... But see, the good thing about this is like once we get one set of goggles here, then we can actually just make them again. Like if another character has them in the future, it's easy to make in the generator. So... I'm thinking something here like, or maybe this part is like half transparent so that it'll look like you can see her eye through it. But we'll see. Maybe that won't look good. Nah, that doesn't work. But maybe something like because I have cybernetic eyes, so maybe like a cybernetic eye on top of it. Maybe that can work. Those. And then we'll look at the cybernetic eyes just to see. That's why I'm making it invisible at the moment, but. So we get a duplicate of these cyber eyes and put them above where the goggles are. Put the goggles back. Oh god, I hate when I do that. Nah. That doesn't work either. Maybe just as good to have it like it is. And maybe this is good enough. I don't know. Although maybe slight transparency. Maybe some more inlaid details. I don't know. I kind of like the look of it being a little transparent, but I also think the lines that I put on top of it are a little bit too pronounced when I do that, so I need to fix that. Because I had merged them. Thanks, D7. It's just practice, and I still have a lot of things to improve on, but at least I try. Okay, I kind of like this, but I feel like something with like the color balance or something like what's underneath needs to pop out a little more or something. And I need it to have like now I need it to have kind of, I think, like a little border. Maybe a little... No. Oh, interesting how it does that. Whoa. Okay, never mind on that one. I still think the circuits idea is a good idea, but just like a different circuit pattern. Oh yeah, maybe something like this. And then I can rotate it to a different angle or something. Because it kind of looks like it would be part of the eyepiece. Yeah, I think it just comes down to the pattern. Yeah, like the circuit idea looks good, but just the pattern has to be right. And maybe we just find a different one than this. Maybe there's a better one than this one. So. This one might be good. It's a JPEG though, which I don't know. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Kinda like something like this. That's interesting. Oh yeah, oh, interesting. Okay. What if I make it like way brighter than I should, but underneath the goggles? maybe there's something else I can try, like saturate it. Okay, so oversaturate it. Constellations, huh? You mean like stars? This one would have been fun to try, but it's one of those images. Oh yeah, maybe something like this. This might work. No, it's a good suggestion. I'm just trying to see what I can do. I don't want to spend too much time on this, so we might have to say good enough is good enough at a certain point. Something like this. Yeah. We'll see. I do kind of like it. I almost feel like it'd be better for something else, but I'll mess around with it a little bit. Alright, I don't know. This is what happens whenever I start making faces. I get like bogged down in like, alright, let's try this, let's try this, let's try this. What about a simple, maybe we've been overcomplicating it, maybe a simple grid. like a straight up virtual reality grid. Oh yes, this theme is called Battle 2.0 by Alexander Zelenov. This artist is all freely available. People can use it in their games too. All of my music is stuff that, like, I had to comb the internet to find it, but it's all stuff that's authorized CC0, meaning public domain, and anyone can use it, or CC3, which is you give credit but you can use it. So Alexander is one of my favorite ones as an artist. Another artist I really like is Deceased Superior Technician. So I have a few favorites in my game. Let's see. Let me try a different one. Alright, I think for now I'm just going to use this because it kind of works already. I'm going to come back to it later, but for now I'm just going to call it good. think that I'm going to try this out. Okay, so first of all, the main character shouldn't be that bird guy, but it should be the main character. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. So, ships are chasing him down. There's going to be some respite at some point where the crew's trying to figure something out, but there needs to be something that kind of brings the player right into the system. Okay, so gotta come up with something. Okay. Gotta come up with something. Okay. Ships are chasing him down. Sorry, I'm just responding to somebody. Okay. Turning off my phone. Typically I can't go 20 minutes without somebody hitting me up, so I just turned off my phone. Okay. So usually when I'm in the creative mindset and would like to be alone is when I get hit up on the phone. So okay, so let me see here. Okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna make something on the view screen. Like perhaps the ship's chasing you down. I already have something like that, which I might use as a placeholder right now. Okay, so I need to open up that thingy. Let's see. To get these ships off our back. Initiate full lockdown. Erect a level 10 force field around the bridge. Pick this ship. think I am going to quit this development log for now. I am going to keep working on this, though, today. I just have to take a break for a couple reasons. And, yeah, thanks for joining us, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.